Hey class, how you doing? Dr. Petty here, and I've been getting a lot of questions about how to complete this particular assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and make this video to kind of help you all out and kind of explain what it is you need to do in here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the topic. All right, so when we read this assignment is worth 60 points, and what you're going to be doing is you're going to be building an outline. And in this outline, what you need to do is you need to come up with some type of app that you would like to design, and then you're going to build an outline that has these elements in it, or at least down here, these elements in it down here. But you're going to pick just one of these. You don't need to write to all of them. You're just going to pick one of these items right here, and then you're going to perform an outline for it. So this could be a hypothetical app that you want to develop. So I want you to think about, GCU's mission and its values and how we are, responsible capitalism or responsible capitalist, and that we can still design something that makes money, but at the same time serves the public good without being a for-profit, which means I don't have shareholders, that I need to compensate. So, in poverty and all of its forms everywhere. So maybe you would have an app that connects folks with services from the government, or, ensure access to water and sanitation for all. So maybe an app that shows people where clean wells are so they can get water. Things like that. So, you're just picking one of these. Now, once you pick one, what you're going to do is you're going to do a 200 to 250 word summary. And you can use an AI tool in this to help you do your research and get some sources. But let me be very clear. I do not want to see a copy and paste out of a simple prompt from ChatGPT in your work. And I'll kind of know if you're all doing it because, all the essays will sound kind of the same, right? So, but you can use it to help you research. And really, even when you're working with that tool, you should be paraphrasing it and, citing actual sources where it got its information from. The tool itself, AI, it's using sources it obtained from the internet when it was trained, right? All the information that it was trained on. So really what you should be doing is conducting your research first, get the sources you want to use, and then you could use the AI to help you build some prompt or scaffolding. But I want to see your own words in there. You can have some AI stuff in there, that's fine. But I want to see where you are in that document. Okay, so you're only going to be writing an introduction in about 200 to 250 words. So that introduction is going to be based off of one of these items here. Now, there's a part 2 to this. Now, this is where you're actually going to structure the document. So it says part 1. So part 1 is really just choosing an item from here, right? You're going to choose an item from here. And then part 2, what you're going to do here is this is going to be your outline. So what I would suggest, and I'm going to give you a demonstration here in a second about how I would handle this in particular, but first let me explain this. So you're going to address each one of these items. Now, in your outline, a sentence or so will do. You don't need to go down the rabbit hole of providing a paragraph for each one of these items, but they do all need to be present in the outline. All right, and so also in that outline, you're going to have your references page. Now, I'm going to give you a quick demonstration about how I would like to see this done, and I think you're going to find it's really easy, and it also helps you use this in Word. Now, I believe we have assignments that have already taught you how to do this, so I kind of want to piggyback on those and reinforce this. When I wrote my dissertation for my doctorate, I used the tool that was built into Word, and I was able to get my document through the review process with just one pass. So I'm going to show you what that tool is. Again, I know you've already seen it in the training, but I think it'll be helpful for you to actually use it. Okay, so like I said, general requirement says you may use an AI tool to complete this assignment according to guidance from your instructor. I do not want to see generic words. What that means is get rid of the pivotals, get rid of the in the era of, get rid of all of that, what we call colloquial or jargon or any type of elevated language. Take some of those words and read the work it's giving you. And what you need to do is edit it to your own voice. Now, I did this when I wrote 2 chapters for a textbook. I used AI to help me write it, but I also conducted my own research first. I used AI to help me scaffold it, but then I heavily edited it without AI. And I expect that same type of work from you. So I need to see how you're growing in this assignment. So, okay, so to rehash, what you're going to do is you're going to have a document. The first paragraph is going to be an introduction. It's going to be 200 to 250 words. This is your pitch, okay? This is your pitch, and this is how you're going to explain one of these items down here that you're going to select. Then, on that same document, you're going to have each one of these items as kind of like a header or, a heading of some type. So there are 11 items on here, as you can see. And you can actually almost take this entire list and put it in your document to create your outline. Okay, so going forward, let's go ahead and look at what this would look like. So I'm going to bring up my Word here so that you can see it. I'm going to go ahead and close this. And I'm going to go ahead and pull open my blank Word document. Now with this, I am literally going to copy. I know you can't see it, but I'm copying the 11 items that are in this mobile app requirements outline. And I'm going to literally just go ahead and just paste these in here. And then what I would do is get rid of you should get rid of the numbering. You don't need the numbering in there. So I'm going to get rid of this numbering. I don't need this in here. I don't need this. I'm getting rid of this. So these are all going to be like little subheadings. Oops, leave a little bit too much there. Get rid of these periods. I don't need these, really. Like I said, I'm just getting rid of these items. Forgive me here, a little aggressive keyboard. Okay, so I'm just getting rid of this stuff because this is really what my outline is. This is what the assignment's asking for, and this is what we are going to use as our outline. So, explanation of how the mobile app can be used as results. Okay, included discussion of why. So this is more of an instruction. So I'm going to remove this. Okay, and down here, I'm going to remove this. I don't need that explanation. And you could go back and read that in the assignment, but I would remove that. Okay, so I would go ahead and get rid of this here. And now we kind of have like a little bit of an outline here. And with this outline, what I could do, I can select this, come over here to my numbering or my bullets. Let's say I want to use bullets, and let's use Roman numerals. I'm going to go ahead and use Roman numerals. So I'm going to go ahead and select, I'm going to use Roman numerals. Great. So now I've got that set up. First thing I need to do, though, is I need an introduction. So what I'm going to do up here is I'm going to put my introduction. So I got my introduction, and this is going to be your words. This is going to be the words. I think it said, what was it, 200? Yeah, 200 to 250 words. So 200 to 250 word outline, or introduction. And you're going to go ahead and that's just going to be your paragraph. Now, above this, what I would like you to do is the title of your app. The title of your app, whatever that initiative is. It's a water-saving app. It's a get rid of poverty app. It's a connect people with safety services. Okay, so down here, what I'd like you to do is, now I'm going to hit the enter key. Now, a cool thing on Word, when you hit the enter key, it's going to create another number. If you have a bulleted list going on like I do, just go ahead and hit that tab key, and it's going to relabel everything for you, and you'll be able to go ahead and give a 1 to 2 sentence explanation underneath here. So I'm going to go through and do that. Just 1 to 2 sentences. I'm not asking for a lot here, because you're going to do the majority of your writing is going to go into your PowerPoint presentations, because there's another assignment there is another assignment you're going to complete that this one informs. So you have to do this assignment because the PowerPoint show you're going to make afterwards depends on whatever you do in this assignment. So you're literally creating your outline here, and then in your PowerPoint presentation, you're going to go into more depth and detail on each of the slides, but it will be the same thing. So you don't have to do the research multiple times. All right, so you can see how I have that set up. I have my 1A, my Roman numeral 1. I have my introduction up here. If I really wanted to make this all, APA, I'd put everything in Times New Roman. So I'm gonna do a Control A to select all my text, and we're just gonna go Times New Roman on here. Okay, what I also expect to see is your name, your class, and the date. Okay, so I expect to see that at least at a minimum because I need to be able to know who all of you are. So you're going to have your name lock here. You're going to have the title of your app. I would like to see your introduction. So you could use this as an outline. As a matter of fact, if you turn this in this format, so far you're doing really good. You're going to get good credit on this assignment. All right, so next thing you need to do is references. So what I would advise and what I'm going to ask for is in your references, don't just copy and paste from what you find on the internet and just put a URL in there. I actually want you to use the tool in Word to build a reference. So for example, I'm going to come over here to references and this tab right here. You all should have this tab too. This is only available, I think this is only available on the actual install. So if you haven't installed Office, this may not be available for you, but if it is there, go ahead and use it. So references, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on here is manage sources, or I can insert a citation, right? I'm going to manage sources though. Go ahead and do that. Now some of these I've already built from some previous work I've done, but I'm going to go ahead and create a new one real fast just to show you this. So let's just say you're taking it from a website. I'm going to put, it's normally Boggs. I'm going to just say some random name and then the first letter initial. You don't need to spell it out. Name of the web page, that's the website or the title that you got it from. So I'm going to just call this Water for All, something random. Name of the website is going to be Humanity for All. All right. Again, something random. Year is 2020. That should be on your wherever you have your, like if you're getting your information from website, this information, fill it out the best you can, and some URL down here, waterforall.com. Now, wherever you get your sources from, you just put in your right information. Now, one thing I want to show you is you can actually select whether it's a journal or report or whatever. So if you're getting it from a book, select book. If you're getting it from a report, select that. But for now, I'm just going to stay website. I'm going to hit OK. Now, there it is. It's right there. It didn't do anything. I'm going to go ahead and then come down here. I'm going to close this. So when you're ready to finish your document, this is really fun. All you have to do is go to Insert, and we're going to do a page break. So to go down to the next page, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come over here to References. This is already set to APA style, so you can actually select multiple styles here. So I'm going to slay with APA. Now this one right here where it says Bibliography, go ahead and just select. Just like that, references, that will be fine. In some cases, some folks like to do it this way. They like to type the word references. And then underneath, what they'll do is instead of selecting one of these, you could go insert bibliography. And then your references will show up. I'd like to see 3 to 5 references. So 3 to 5 references. And that's pretty much it. So you go through, you do your 250 word introduction after you've selected which one of those elements I discussed earlier that you want to do an app about. And then you just kind of go on the list of these features, a sentence or two, nothing crazy. Do not use AI for this part. I want you to write the sentences. It's only a sentence. So, the AI is not going to be able to tell you what you want to do. So, right, you could ask AI to help you explain what you want to do, but it's not going to do it for you. So go ahead and set your outline up like this. When you do that and you have your references here, you'll have a really good outline that's going to get you good credit on this assignment. All right, so thank you for watching, and God bless.